Welcome to the Clinical Cookout.
This week on the Clinical Cookout, we are discussing a very sensitive topic, and that is domestic violence. And this month in October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So I won't go into detail when it comes to domestic violence because I'm sure there's a lot of people who are able to talk to you about that. But what I do want to tell you today is help you with things you can do and things to look out for and maybe give you some resources. So number one, it is important to know that anybody can participate in domestic violence. This isn't just a man thing. This isn't just a woman thing. Anybody can be an abuser. And it's important for us to understand that because sometimes we have our profile as to who we think an abuser is, or sometimes we have our own set of categories as to what is categorized as abuse or physical harm or sexual harm or emotional harm. But I'm here to tell you that there's a lot of a lot of complexities when it comes to domestic violence. So it's important for us to keep a open mind when it comes to what abuse looks like. I think another thing when it comes to recognizing and understanding abuse is that some people think, well, why don't you just leave? That's like the main question that always comes up. And I'm here to tell you, just like we talked about the complexities when it comes to identifying domestic violence and abuse, it's the same way when it comes to leaving those type of situations. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some people who can just up and leave. There are some people who have the financial means to do so. There are people who have a lot of support who can just get up and go. But also there's people who feel trapped and can't or have nowhere or no one to turn to. And those are the people we have to be able to grant grace to instead of judging them, because we can all say what we're going to do in a situation. And sometimes it doesn't turn out the way we think, or it's not as easy as we think it is. So if you find yourself in that situation or find yourself wanting to help someone that's in that situation, here's a few things that you can do. Number one, there are hotlines. You can call the hotline. And I'm pretty sure that the hotline is confidential. So you don't even have to tell anybody or don't even have to put your business out or call someone who you know may pass judgment on you. You can call a hotline. Now, I know this is going to sound crazy. And maybe it won't, but you can go to your nearest shelter. And even if you got kids, I know it may sound like something that seems just not what you want to do, but there are homes and shelters that are available to take an individual who has experienced domestic violence in. In addition to that, there may be providers who are in these homes or in these shelters that can help you. And if they can place you with someone like a therapist or a mental health professional who also specializes in domestic violence, go with them because those individuals are going to have resources for you and they're definitely going to support you. And last but not least, and this one's my favorite, file the report. I know. You're probably going to be like, whoa, that's a stretch to involve the police. It's a stretch to involve authorities. But let me tell you why. When you are in the court of law, it's not about what you know. It's about what you can prove, okay? And I'm a big advocate for people keeping paper trails. So with that being said, you can file the report or you can also email yourself. Email those pictures. Email those text messages to yourself. So that way you can have record. If you're too scared to go down to the police, if you're too scared to voice or speak about something or someone that has done something to you and you're not really sure how they're going to react, keep your own paper trail. Okay. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoy our throwback video for this week when it comes to domestic violence. I will see you later.